There is a man, though to call him a man feels inadequate, who walks the trembling line between waking and dreaming. His name is David Lynch. He is less an artist and more a lightning rod channeling the static electricity of the cosmos into a visual and sonic language that whispers to the parts of us we've forgotten, the dark corners of our minds where the wallpaper peels and the lights flicker. Lynch's work is a secret we've always known, but we're too afraid to speak aloud. He doesn't tell stories so much as map the landscapes of our subconscious, where the white picket fences of suburbia crumble to reveal writhing insects beneath. Twin Peaks, Eraserhead, Blue Velvet. These are not films, they are portals. Windows into an America that is both achingly familiar and terrifyingly alien. He reminds us that beneath the wholesome glow of cherry pie and small-town smiles lies a yawning abyss, and he invites us to lean over the edge to feel the vertigo of our own humanity. But Lynch is no cynic. In his work, darkness is not a condemnation, but an inevitability, a part of the machinery of existence. His worlds pulse with life, with humor, with love. He shows us pain not to torment us, but to remind us that beauty is sharper and more vivid in its shadow. When Dorothy Valens cries out, "Help me," in Blue Velvet, we do not merely witness her desperation, we feel it, deep in the pit of our stomachs, as if her fear is our own. This is Lynch's gift, to make the ineffable tangible. He is a conjurer of contradictions. His films are both grotesque and tender, horrifying and comforting. Who else could find poetry in the shrieking industrial void of Eraserhead? Who else could make a simple cup of coffee in Twin Peaks feel like communion? Lynch's genius lies in his refusal to resolve these opposites. He lets them coexist side by side like fire and water. He doesn't explain the mysteries, he deepens them, trusting us to find our own meanings in the smoke of his visions. Lynch's art feels alive because it is alive. His films breathe, they bleed. They have their own pulses, their own strange rhythms. He is not crafting stories, but capturing moments of raw, unfiltered existence. Watch The Elephant Man, and you will find yourself weeping, not just for John Merrick, but for the fragility of all things. Listen to the howling wind in Mulholland Drive, and you will feel the eerie pull of your own forgotten dreams. This is not entertainment, it is transformation. It is art that stares directly into the soul. And yet, for all his darkness, Lynch remains a dreamer. His work aches with hope, possibility of transcendence. His characters, broken and battered, still reach for something greater. Whether it's Sailor or Lula escaping into sunrise and wild at heart, or Cooper whispering we live inside a dream in Twin Peaks The Return, there is always a faint glimmer of redemption, of light piercing the endless night. David Lynch is a cartographer of the unknown. He maps the surreal terrain of our fears, our loves, our nights. He's the painter of a world that is both terrifying and beautiful, reminding us that these two things are not opposites, but mirrors of each other. Lynch doesn't simply show us life, he invites us to feel it, to inhabit it, to be utterly consumed by it. So let us celebrate him, this dreamer of the electric ether, this sculptor of the strange. Let us follow him into the red curtain void, trusting that somewhere on the other side we'll find ourselves staring not into the abyss, but into our own hearts. For in David Lynch's world, every mystery holds its answer, every shadow hides a spark of light, and every dream is worth the fall.